The disastrous Obamacare rollout since October the 1st comes right on the heels of a partial government slim down or shutdown. But here's a pop quiz. Which one was more harmful to our personal freedoms? The shutdown or Obamacare? Let's talk to this guy right here, our senior judicial analyst, Judge Andrew Napolitano.
You know, part of my job is to write this column every Thursday. And I was thinking
FoxNews.com.
Correct. Also at the Washington Times. I was thinking about how the Democrats and the mainstream media went wild, went berserk over the shutdown. You won't be able to fly. The country won't have defenses. You won't be able to file a complaint in court. You'll never get your case heard.
Cats and dogs living together.
And the biggest inconvenience that we saw was a couple of hundred well-intended people trying to get into national parks and monuments, and the government had closed them. Fast forward to what happened with Obamacare in the past 3 weeks. 5,500,000 innocent Americans were told they won't have health insurance on January 1st because the insurance companies that they used cannot afford the high-end, one-size-fits-all policy that the government has dictated we all must have.
Well, you know what? It's all part of the mainstream media narrative about this president. And for the most part, the other channels haven't even touched the perils of Obamacare. We've been talking about it here on the channel. We've had many voices such as yours describing the trouble ahead. How many millions of people have been canceled so far? And whatever number it is, it's going to multiply by 10 or 20 in the next year.
It is, because it's going to strike small business. So small businesses have been told that by January 1st, 2015, a little bit more than a year from now, you have to provide your employees with these platinum programs.
Right.
If you can't afford it, cancel it and let your employees go into the exchanges. Try and get into the exchanges, and you can't do it.
Right.
So the government has put people into a bind. It has ordered their carriers to provide a product the carriers can't afford or their employers can't afford, and it has failed to make that product available in any other source. What's the natural result? No health insurance.
Right.
The opposite of what the government claimed it was going to do.
So in answer to your pop quiz, when given the two, which was worse for people? Was it the shutdown or was it Obamacare? Clearly, Obamacare.
Not even a close call. My heart goes out to those 5,500,000 people. It's almost Thanksgiving.
So far.
Correct. It's almost Thanksgiving. If they need a doctor from January 1st on, they're going to pay out of their pockets if they can't get a policy between now and then. This is what happens when the government dictates to us what kind of a policy we have to have, rather than we choose our policy based upon what we can afford.
Oh, man.
I have a feeling this is going to keep going on, Steve.
I do, too. This is just the tip of the iceberg.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
The Judge will be reading your column over at FoxNews.com.
Thank you,
or
Steve.
the Washington Times.
Thank you, my friend. Have a good day.